Hi, everyone. Welcome to Money Mindset Talk Tuesday. And I'm going to be talking today about money mindset hacks. So, welcome. And my name is Audrey Faust, and I am a fractional CFO, and I am a money mindset coach. And I work with female entrepreneurs on the money mindset. And I am happy to have you here watching this video. And I'm going to share some great tips with you today. So I have created a free PDF for you to download. And the link will either be in the comments or up in the post, depending on where you're seeing this, or in my bio if you're on Instagram. So I've created a free PDF called 30 Money Mindset Hacks. So I'm not going to go through all 30 today. Don't get too worried. That would take me a very long time. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go through 3 of them and explain them every week for the next 10 weeks. So I'm going to start with the first 3 on my list. Make sure you get my list, the download, because it'll have all 30 for you. But what I'm going to do today is just take the time to explain the first 3. And then next week, I'll explain the next 3. So, but it's a 1-page PDF. You can like print it out, stick it on your desk. But I wanted to give you a little bit more detail about the PDF through these videos. So stick with me each week and download the PDF to follow along. So this week, I'm going to talk about 3 of them. So the first one is going to be aware of your thoughts around money and how you treat money. So what do I mean by that? So you want to make sure you are treating money well, right? And thinking about money well. So make sure you're not wasting money, right? Think of it as having a relationship with money. Are you treating it like you would treat somebody who's like your best friend? Are you treating money that way? Because you should be. If you're not, you should be. So yes, so make sure you treat money like your best friends. Be aware of thoughts around money and how you treat it, because it's going to treat you back the same way. So if you're not nice to your best friends either is going to get hurt or maybe won't be nice back. So that's kind of what you want to think about when you're treating money, handling money, behaving with money. That's your relationship with money. Be aware of your thoughts, because your thoughts turn into things. That's number 1. Number 2, make sure you're thinking positive thoughts rather than negative thoughts. This is a little bit similar to 1, but it's not. It's a little bit different too. So what do I mean by this? So examples are a positive example of thought around money is I have lots of money, or money comes to me easily and freely, or I can't believe how much money I have. Those are positive thoughts. Regardless of your situation, if you start thinking positive thoughts, then positive things will happen with your money. And then the contrary to that would be negative thoughts. So I'm broke. I don't have any money. I can't afford this. That's one thing that I don't really like is I can't afford something. So rather than saying you can't afford it or it's too expensive for you or anything like that, how I like to turn that around is I choose not to spend my money on that. It's a choice, right? So make good choices around money and have positive thoughts around money. say positive things. And just be, as I said in number one, be aware of what you're thinking about money. It's so important. It's probably one of the most important things about money mindset. It's being aware of what you're thinking about money, being aware of what you're thinking about yourself and your value and your worth, because that's important too. As an entrepreneur, we want to make sure that we believe in ourselves and we believe in our worth, and thinking positive thoughts around that is going to attract positive things in. So number one, be aware of your thoughts around money and how you treat it. Number two, make sure you're thinking positive thoughts rather than negative thoughts. And number three is remember that being rich begins in your mind. So money mindset is all around what's going on in here, right? That's what all these tips are about. You have to begin to think you're rich, even if you're not. Even if you're not there yet. Begin to think that you are. Begin to think that you're going to be there. Not that I'll never get there, I'll never do this. I mean, again, these are all centered around your thoughts, it's centered around money mindset. Any kind of money mindset is centered around your thoughts, right? So, or any kind of mindset is centered. Mindset is what your thoughts are, right? So money mindset is what your thoughts are about money. So if you're thinking that you don't have any, you're broke, you're treating it badly, all these things is going to add up to attract negative things into your life rather than positive things. So being aware of your thoughts, number one, making sure you're thinking positive thoughts around money, number two, and remember that being rich begins in your mind. So I say this all the time, 80% of whatever you want is in your mind. So one of my favorite sayings, I say this all the time, you'll probably hear it a couple of times in the videos, is whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Because 80% is our thoughts of whether we can do something or not do something, or have something or not have something, or have money or not have money, right? So if we think we can have money, that's going to attract it in. And there's such a great connection between money mindset and law of attraction. And it's so intertwined, which is why I work with both. So if you're struggling with any of this, feel free to reach out. Make sure you download the free PDF and start working on these 30 money mindset hacks. But if any of this is triggering you, if you're like, I don't know how to change it, I am broke, I have no money, blah, blah, blah. Try to change positive thoughts. Just try to be aware of your thoughts around money. That's sometimes, and what you're saying to people, because what you're thinking sometimes comes out as what you're saying as well. And sometimes we don't even realize we're saying things negative around money. So if any of this, if you want to dive deeper with any of this, please feel free. You can find my calendar link all over the place. My website, in my bio, just ask me. If you want to hop on my calendar, message me anytime. I'm happy to answer your questions, or just reach out, just comment below, and I'll reach out to you. So I'd love to hear from you and hear about your money mindset challenges. So again, I'll go through them one more time. It's beware of your thoughts around money and how you treat it. Treat it like your best friend. make sure you're thinking positive thoughts around money. Like, I have lots of money. And never say things like you're broke. And always say, I choose to spend my money on this, or I choose not to spend my money on this, rather than I can't afford it. Number 3, remember that being rich begins in your mind. You have to start thinking that you're rich. You have to know that you can be rich, even if you're not there yet. So, well, I hope to hear from you guys. Like I said, send me a message, get on my calendar, comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks a lot. And next week, we'll be talking about the next 3 on the list. And make sure you download the PDF because it's got some great tips on there. I'll talk to you soon.